By the 2nd century AD, China's Han Empire was the superpower of the world, on paper anyway. In reality, it was running on lag. The empire, long united, must divide. Long divided, must unite. Translation: China.exe has crashed again. Every few centuries, the dynasty patch bugs out and someone hits reboot. This time, the restart came in 184 AD, when 3 mystic brothers decided to patch heaven itself. They weren't generals or nobles, they were faith healers, preaching that the Han had lost the mandate of heaven. Basically a cosmic thumbs up that rulers lose when things go horribly wrong. When the sky turns yellow, they said, a new age begins. Their followers wore yellow scarves because every good revolution needs merch. Somewhere a Han general was probably filling out a complaint form titled, "Why are they all wearing yellow?" The Han dynasty, China's ruling empire for 4 centuries, was rotting from the inside. Eunuchs ran the court, selling jobs for bribes, offering loans to buy those jobs, and charging late fees when you couldn't pay the bribes. Those officials repaid the loans by overtaxing peasants who were already starving. Add floods, famine, and prophecy, and boom, revolution achieved. The Yellow Turbans rose up across China. Peasants revolted, cities burned, and imperial troops were too corrupt to stop it. The rebellion's leaders were executed, but the idea spread faster than a meme. Every time one province calmed down, another blew up. The empire was basically playing whack-a-mole with pitchforks. Enter Cao Cao, history's most ambitious middle manager. HR hated him. History promoted him. A clever cavalry officer who climbed ranks through brilliance and pure ruthlessness. He burned rebel shrines, built loyalty, and somehow found time to fill out his own performance reviews. Meanwhile, Liu Bei, a kind-hearted nobody with homeopathic royal blood, raised a militia with his buddies Guan Yu and Zhang Fei. They swore brotherhood, fought rebels, and won some small-time fame. Not bad for 3 guys cosplaying as heroes. Between tax audits and existential crises, while they fought in the fields, the real meltdown was at court. The emperor died without naming an heir, leaving 2 sons and way too many schemers. Eunuchs backed one prince, generals backed the other, and assassinations became a morning routine. Heads rolled, literally. One even got tossed over the palace wall like DoorDash got the order wrong. Enter Zhuo, a frontier warlord with the social skills of a brick and the morals of a hyena. He found the royal family wandering the roads after the palace massacre, adopted them like stray cats, and marched into the capital. With the emperor as his hostage, Dong declared himself regent, poisoned the empress, replaced the emperor with a kid he liked better, and made himself at home. He slept in the emperor's bed, wore shoes indoors, and let his troops loot the city. The capital became a fire sale, and soon, just fire. If Rome burned for a week, this burned for a season. Other warlords had enough. Yuan Shao, Cao Cao, and Sun Jian formed a coalition to take him down. They surrounded the capital, but Dong just burned everything and ran, dragging the emperor west. Cao Cao attacked early, got wrecked, and barely escaped. Sun Jian, ever the overachiever, trained his men non-stop and actually pushed Dong back. In the ruins, he found the Imperial seal, cracked, glued with gold, and symbolically priceless. But killing your boss doesn't fix an empire. It just opens the job posting. The coalition fell apart as every general started thinking, if Dong's gone, I should totally run China. They went home to build private armies, waiting for someone else to blink. Meanwhile, Dong crowned himself Grand Master and ruled by nightmare, executing thousands, melting statues for coins, and throwing spears at anyone who annoyed him. His adopted son, Lu Bu, was China's strongest warrior and weakest loyalty stat. When Dong stole his girlfriend, Lu Bu followed workplace policy. File a complaint, escalate to management, then stab your boss. A decade after the rebellion, the empire was still smoldering. The emperor returned to a ruined capital, half empty, starving, and burned. Waiting there was Cao Cao, smiling politely. Hey kid, rough decade? Come live in my kingdom. And just like that, Cao Cao became the man behind the throne, and the next great chaos patch was about to download. 10 years later, the empire had rebooted. Same bugs, new users. So what did we learn? When 3 random dudes in a peach garden swear brotherhood, history's about to uninstall itself.